Hello and welcome to the we've now replaced words and stuff. We've now replaced the old Dragon Ball podcast with a new anime-focused podcast. So we won't just be covering your Dragon Ball news, because right now we can't really do much because Dragon Ball Super is on a hiatus and we can't just talk about stuff. But we might do anyway. We might do like a recap of Z and GT and the original Dragon Ball, the OG Dragon Ball. The one where Yamcha was relevant for about one episode still, because he was still relevant the rest of the series anyway. But we'll be talking about, I don't know, Boruto, My Hero Academia, other animes that we've watched the last few weeks. But, of course, I can't just sit here and talk for 2 hours on my own. Well, an hour. We're going to have guests with us. We've got Chris. Hey, Chris.
Hello.
Are you excited to be in this new anime podcast instead of just Dragon Ball?
I am extremely excited. I love anime, though I wouldn't go as far as describing myself as an otaku or weeb. But I do love all various kinds of animes, more so than even one of our other friends on the panel here, who hates a lot of the anime that I like.
You know what? For next week, I'm going to go get my Naruto headband and wear that for the show, even though you can't see it, just because.
The fact that it will know it's there makes all the difference.
I really appreciate that you went for blood, Chris, like right off the bat.
I don't understand. Why? Why me?
Oh,
It's fun.
wait, Gary, I thought we were talking about Neil.
Oh.
As you can hear, we got Gary on with us this week. Hey, Gary.
Oh, hey, I'm so happy to talk about actually good anime and not the 90% trash that exists.
Wait, we're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh!
Ugh.
Trash. That's
Screw
one of
you,
them.
Kaiba.
I'm just saying,
Grandpa's deck
Chris
doesn't
just
have
made
any
me
useless monsters, except for maybe Karibo.
And you have to do it in his sexy porn voice that he has.
Yes.
It's the only way to do justice to anything in that show.
No, I think I could do. I think I could do Pegasus. Ooh, Kaiba boy.
Okay, that is absolutely a porno version of that. Not like this. It's a total turn on.
Kaiba boy. Anyway, we've also got a Tim on us this week. It's been this week.
We've got Tim on us.
There's
Yes.
zero complaints here, man.
No.
Just how we like it.
Welcome to the show again, Tim. It's been a while.
Yeah, no kidding. Thank you.
We missed you.
Oh.
I guess we should start with the big show that's been on this week that a lot of people have been waiting for, because, it's season 3. My Hero Academia. Now, I really didn't get into this show until, last month. And then I binge-watched season 1 and 2. Which, to be fair, though, I wasn't a huge fan at the start of season 1. Just because it felt a bit too slow for me. I like the action, the animes. But then, at the second part of season 1 and the whole of season 2, it felt good. And season 3, although it was a bit slow at the start because it's a recap episode, I can understand why, because for a lot of people it had probably been a while since they, watched the previous show. So
We should ask first if our
watched?
other two panelists are okay with us talking about the episode.
Have you watched season 3, episode 1?
I haven't gotten around to it yet as of the start of our unnamed anime podcast here, but I plan on watching it, and it doesn't sound like I missed a whole lot, so please feel free to talk about it.
Have you seen season 1 and season 2?
I fucking love season 1 and season 2.
Congratulations! You've seen episode 1 of season 3.
All right, then. I haven't missed anything.
Are you okay with this, Tim?
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I'm caught up until season 3, so
Well, then,
I'm good.
congratulations! You've seen episode 1.
Congratulations. You've won.
You've won plus ultra. Though I would recommend to... I normally skip the intros after the first episode, but I would recommend watching the intro and ending to this because...
You clearly haven't watched an anime with Chris. It's devastating.
Right.
You have to watch the opening and the closing every time.
Yes,
wow.
Of every episode.
If the songs are good, I will watch it until my ears bleed.
See, the problem is, if the song is good, I'll listen it till my ears bleed while I'm raiding. Like, the last Dragon Ball intro, I would listen to that while I raided in Final Fantasy 14. That would be in the background. That would be my music to punch things to.
It's a great song.
But once I get the show, I'm like, and skip, yay, content.
Chris,
Seeing as
I don't
how
know
those
if it was-
intros and outros take up 7 minutes of the anime, it really upsets me that my half an hour anime is only like 15 minutes long in reality.
It's not even 15
that's-
minutes. You've got you've got your little catch-uppy bit, then you got your anime bit, and then you got like a fillery little catch-up bit. That's a little you know what I mean. What I mean, it's not a catch-up, but it's kind of like it's like a fillery sort of minute. I find they do after the intro, and then
A
recap.
15-minute shows.
Previously.
Your 15-minute shows are on every TV show at this point. It's become such a standard that I don't even know why you're complaining.
Oh,
because
actually,
I
they're
want a
45
20-minute show.
I'm talking about the anime. The anime intros have gotten too long, man. I'm sorry. They have. They just drag on way too long these days.
Oh, I agree.
Especially the My Hero Academia one. I think that's the longest one I've seen in a long time.
I'll admit though, it was really good. You gotta admit that though.
No, I'm not saying they're bad. I love the one they did last season where they had like the fantasy RPG
Oh yeah.
ending that they had. That one was great.
That was awesome.
It's like, now I want the show to be like this.
Yeah.
Isn't there a game coming out for PS4 eventually as well? Can't remember when that is.
Yes. One's Justice, I believe it's called.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they've
I'm not that
announced-
excited for it because I was excited for the Seven Deadly Sins game, and that didn't turn out to be very great.
Well, this looks like, from what I've seen, looks just like an arena, not an arena. I don't know the word. 3D arena.
It's like
fighter.
an arena fighter, yeah, which is what what's it called was.
Seven Deadly Sins.
Yeah, so I don't know how excited I am for it.
I mean, surely you pick All Might, and then as long as you get to in the time limit, you win.
He hasn't been confirmed as a playable character.
Up, down, left, right, A, B,
Though
start.
Stain has been announced as a playable character, so I'm excited about that.
Hey, all I care about is my waifu Suyu is in there. So as soon as she was announced, I got super excited. So that's all I care about.
Is that the frog chick?
Yes.
The frog
But she
chick
doesn't
is
have-
best.
She's not furry, dude. How can you like her?
Scalies too, man. That's all good.
Oh my god.
I like the frog chick is best chick though. I agree. The frog chick is best chick.
She is. She really is. I love the little side story they did with her last season.
Yeah.
When they were explore like the anime exclusive side story where they were exploring like the different characters' interactions on their internships, and she got like a full episode devoted to her. I was so excited. Best one.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
After watching the first episode of season 3, I'm really looking forward to the next episode. I was going to cancel my Crunchyroll subscription after Super ended, but I'm probably going to keep it just to keep watching My Hero Academia and Boruto.
May I make a recommendation?
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to put a plug in here. I'm going to put a plug in here because I know Garri needs the same type of motivation. I would recommend, instead of sticking with Crunchyroll, like strictly just Crunchyroll, you should go and subscribe to Verve, VRV. It has access to both has all of Funimation stuff. It has all of Crunchyroll stuff, plus its own exclusive stuff. I think it's like $1 or $2 more.
I would say that's a good idea, and I would recommend anyone who doesn't live in England to do it.
Oh, I
But
see.
Verve doesn't exist here. We don't have Funimation.
So it's no Funimation over there.
Yeah, there's no Funimation streaming here, so Crunchyroll is literally the only anime service here.
Well, there's no fun of any kind at all in the UK, so that's
yeah.
understandable.
It can't animate the
there.
fun if it doesn't
Panda's
exist.
there. That's all the fun you need.
He makes everything fun.
Aw. But yeah, no, we can't get Verve. That's why I always find it weird when Masako X, which is one of my favourite YouTubers, he does Dragon Ball Super content. He's like, oh yeah, go to YouTube, go to Verve/Masako X, and you can subscribe for a little bit less. I'm like, I would love to, and I don't know how you're doing it, but I can't. It just says not available in your country. You'd have to pay for a VPN just to pay for the service. Like, no, I'm good.
That's the thing.
I'll just stick with Crunchyroll, I think. At least they want my money.
You know, but between Crunchyroll, Funimation, and Hulu, and Netflix, I have more anime than I know what to do with at this point.
Well,
So
only two of those exist here.
And that should be plenty.
We have Netflix and Crunchyroll.
Yeah,
Wow, no Hulu?
It's worth it.
No Hulu.
Wow.
Really?
At least
That's
not that I
interesting.
know of. Most of it's region locked, if I'm right. I could be wrong because I haven't been, checked it for a long time. There is a British Hulu, actually. But it just shows the dollar signs. Oh, yeah, Hulu.com says British, and then you have to sign up to American one. It's illegal.
Oh, jeez.
Does it add some extra vowels to the name, or?
It's like, okay.
It's Huru.
Hula hoops.
Oh my god.
But yes, season 3, episode 1.
Yeah, it was a recap episode, and it was in my opinion, I didn't mind it. I know it felt a bit slow, but I don't know.
Let's talk about a little bit about it.
Yeah, sure.
We know there's a problem with the dubbed version, so that didn't happen. Episode 2 will be dubbed for everybody.
To be honest, I haven't even watched the dubbed version. What's it like?
It's fantastic, dude.
Nice. I've been watching the subtitled.
Yeah. Vegeta does All Might's voice.
Wait,
It's
to be fair, I hope
actual.
he does it in Vegeta's voice.
It's more like Piccolo.
Yeah, he sounds more like Piccolo than Vegeta.
That would have been amazing. It's like...
No, I think the English dub is actually really good in My Hero Academia. I think every character
It really is.
very well done.
It really is.
Yeah, no, Funimation had a problem getting the video from Japan in order to dub it, so they weren't able to do it in time. But I'm sure eventually it'll show up. But yeah, so I guess the episode, I don't know how long after season 2 it takes place, because everybody looks a lot older now.
It's just supposed to be that summer after that season ended, or after that school year ended. Yeah, because it's their summer trip.
Deku looks like he's probably 16 years old now.
Maybe he had a birthday.
To be fair, though, they are teenagers, and that is the time in your life where you do sort of have your growth spurts.
Also, it's anime, so all the teenagers look like they're 30 anyways. That's just how it works.
Yeah, he's definitely grown a couple feet, which I was like, damn, he looks so much taller. I liked him as a little kid. He was adorable.
I actually kind of like him more. I'm going to call this era Teen Deku.
And he's super buff, too. He's got a six-pack and everything. I'm like, damn.
Well, he's been training for those few months.
Yeah. Yeah, man, if you had pulled a bunch of junk around a beach for 3 months straight, you'd be buff, too.
He took that one-punch training regimen seriously.
Oh, my God. But essentially, the episode is they're on summer vacation, and I don't remember everybody's name in that show. Forgive me. But the electric guy and the pervy guy with the bubbles.
I remember
in his
the
hair.
pervy guys. Mama D or something like that. Great prawn.
Yeah, they convinced Deku to go to the school and train at the swimming pool to do endurance training. And they got permission from the school to do it, and Deku decides to invite everybody from class to do the same thing, to come join them. Little did he know their plan was to just watch the hot chicks in bikinis.
It's a fan service episode?
Yeah.
Oh my god, no! I've got to go watch this right now.
It's not
that
really
fan
that
service,
fan
though.
servicey.
Don't
No.
worry, it's not that good.
Oh.
Trust me, I would have
Yeah.
been praising it if it was.
Yeah, so they show up all super excited, and then like they're wearing like the super long one-piece swimming suit, and they're all pissed off. Like this should be bikinis, not school standard uniforms.
Well, no, except for the pervert. He is like, oh, still.
Yeah, he's
square.
still excited about it. And everybody's there, and they
To be fair,
pretty
they-
much force them to
to
do
be fair-
crazy training.
To be fair, they could have appeared in full normal clothes, and he would still been like, ooh.
Yeah,
He's my
So-
spirit animal.
so it was cool, and then they decided to have a race of who's the fastest in the swimming pool by laps, or
fucking cheated.
just to the end. And everybody cheated. Obviously, Bakugo just like flew across with his fire. The half fire, half ice guy just slid across using ice. So everybody pretty much cheated. Continue, Ben. I have to answer this phone call.
I don't know how much more detail I want to go to because you haven't watched it, but Deku finally got across with full cow, but yeah, eventually they, what's the guy with like the tape arms? He's got tapes coming out his elbows.
Yeah, yep. I can't remember his name off the top of my head right now either.
He got across pretty fast, and I think it's the class representative, the one with the
engine legs.
engine legs. He got across really fast as well. He just literally he jumped on the little ropes that you have that splits the lanes in swimming pools.
Yeah.
He jumped on that and just sort of drove across. They all cheated. I mean, everyone. As soon as they said quirks were allowed, it's like, yeah, let's cheat now. Woo!
Yeah, the other thing about the episode 2 was Deku seems to have kind of somewhat mastered his powers now, and
Well,
he
to
was
be fair,
using them freely.
He was getting close to mastering it in season 2, really.
Yeah, but he still had a lot of problems doing it.
Yeah, but
Now he just looks like he's doing it without any problems whatsoever.
Yeah, but he had 6 months. What's that in freezer time? That's like 10 years.
In Frieza time. That's how Frieza tells time, okay? That's awesome. But yeah, that was essentially the entire episode. Nothing really special. They had the villains there, but they did nothing. They just like,
Creepy
oh, I have a
face, man.
plan. Cool. What's your new plan? Nobody knows.
Creepy face,
It's
man.
all building up.
But
It's
yeah,
all building up to something amazing.
I can't wait for the next episode, to be honest. I don't know when it airs. What day does it air? Do we know?
Saturday.
No, it airs on a Saturday.
Yes.
Okay. That's good.
Like early. I think it airs like at 2:45 a.m. our time. I don't know what it is for you guys.
I don't know. It was just there.
7 in the morning. I think it's like 8 in the morning, 7 in the morning for the UK.
Well, I'm not
Still
staying
though.
up for that like I do Dragon Ball Super. I say that.
Yeah.
Why are you up at 7 a.m.? My hero.
Hair.
My hero.
Yeah, there's also one small revelation they had. They now believe that there's somebody in the school leaking information to the villains, so they can plan attacks against them. So that should be interesting to see if there is a traitor somewhere.
Isn't there always, though? Isn't that like one of the main
Oh.
tropes of all those?
Yeah, but
Do they
who
even-
it is? Because everybody is so lovable.
Do they even
It's
need
gonna
a
be
traitor?
great to
They've
see.
got a guy that can warp through space and space. He could just warp into the. Yeah, the villains could just go, let's warp in, listen in, and warp out again.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
he
he-
can warp in and out, but everybody there can pretty much own his shit
True.
because he can't really do much of anything else.
Well, no, he does it secretly. He warps his head into the cupboard of the staff break room
Yeah.
and just listens to the staff talking. And then when somebody goes for the coffee filter, none's the wiser, and he just goes back.
Oh my god.
What's
That's
stopping
fantastic.
him from doing that? I don't know. probably the security system, I'm guessing.
Yeah, because remember they put up a magical barrier that you can't get in now.
Yeah. Can we put out this TV show about... I know they've got, like, magic-y powers, but, so far it seems very scientific. Yeah, it's genetics that cause the superpowers to appear. Have magic barriers.
Hey, don't ask me. I don't write the show.
They got Dumbledore, and he created a barrier.
Well, to be fair, Dumbledore might have been born in this universe, so...
I would totally take a Harry Potter anime.
Right? Be awesome.
Yeah.
You're a plot device, Harry.
The greatest armor of all, plot armor.
That's fantastic.
To be fair, Harry Potter does sound like an anime. Harry gets attacked by the main villain but survives and then grows to become the strongest wizard. It sounds very anime when you put it like that.
Yeah, true. But yeah, what else has everybody watched? Tim, what have you been reading? I know you've been reading rather than watching.
Oh, it's been a few things. They just released a hardbound version of Junji Ito's Quiver. God, I can never remember. It's either Sliver or Quiver or probably something else because my memory's awful. Shiver. Neither.
I was going to say, those all sound like things you asked me to do last night.
Oh, I asked you a lot. Shiver. But yeah, it's 10 of his. I don't want to say best work because I've read some other ones that aren't in here, and I'm really a favor of them. But I'm not done with it yet, so I can't really say for sure. But there are some great ones in there.
Is it all of them? Is it like a huge, massive collection of all his work?
Oh shit, no, that thing would be massive. But it's like 10 of his best ones.
So
according to the listing.
Is he still writing those, or did he pass away? I don't know anything about him.
No, he's living. I would say, I can't say for sure, but he's definitely not as old as like Hayao Miyazaki. I think he's either late 40s or early 50s, like Kojima's age or so. So yeah, he's still around. He's still doing some work, but his work is very slow paced because he puts a lot of time and effort into it, and he's the only one doing it, which is pretty standard for manga. But he puts a lot of penmanship in each frame and each page, so it's not like he's churning out pages per day. He's like, some of his panels, he said, take like a month just to get it right the way he wants it. Yeah, he's super intricate, but it really shows in the end game. It's fantastic stuff. I really like his work, and I would liken him in the manga form. I would liken him to mangas as like Edgar Allan Poe is to the short story, the short story.
Yeah, his from his stuff, it's something I would like to read. I'm not a big manga reader, but his stuff I feel like I could read because from how you described it, and then when I watch the anime that they have, which is some collections of the stories, because they don't do them in order. The anime, it's like episode 1 is like story 43 or something. I'm like, what the hell is story 43? And some of them were good, others not so much. And maybe it's the way they transition from manga to anime. I don't know, but it does feel like reading it will be more impactful than watching it.
Straight up style. I have a video for you, in fact, on this very subject. It's a YouTuber named Super Eye Patch Wolf, and he does a video. He does a couple things on Junji Ito throughout his entire library, but he's done one recently going against the Junji Ito anime because it doesn't have the same heart or character or even just anything. It just doesn't match up. And
a lot of it just doesn't even make sense. And I don't know if it's the writing. Like, there's the one about the emerald stone that they find, and it creates like holes in people's bodies, and like bugs come out of it. Eventually, they die. Like that episode I was watching, I was like, "What the hell is going on? This is a terrible episode." Like, I hated that episode. But then there's another one which ended up being my favorite one in the show. Was the guys who move into this house, and their neighbors is some old lady or something, and she's constantly waking up the kid in the middle of the night, telling him that she's going to come visit him or for him to come visit her. That shit was terrifying.
Oh, you got to see the manga, man, because it's way more intense. There's so much. Just, I would say it's almost castrated from the original source matter. The anime is. It just doesn't have the same level of intricacy or detail. But to go on your point with the Emerald one, something to keep in mind is that his content is not about story necessarily. Like, he creates something that goes along with it, right? It's not just like, things that are, he's not just making pictures of random things, he's giving them a context. But his work is described as unescapable horror. So there's not going to be a good ending, and there's not going to be things like, a way to get out or things like that. It's intended. He looks for these things and explores them as close to the body as possible, like your body going against you, or elements getting attached to you or taking control, so you can't get away. And the closer it is to you is the kind of stuff he's going to be working with, and it's about not being able to escape it.
He has a very cerebral understanding of how horror really affects you, because as you read it, it really, even if it doesn't make sense, even when things aren't explained, he understands that the mystery of the unknown, like Stephen King does, is what creates that terror, and it just kind of gets under your skin as you're reading it, and as you see these people compelled to do things that it's not understandable why they're compelled to do this. That helps create this terror, because you're just constantly like, what the fuck is going on? And you feel like you're walking through a dark wood without a flashlight while you're reading this, and it gets more and more terrifying as you hear a noise or you see something that you're not quite sure what's going on. He builds it up slowly, but at the end of the climax, the climax of whatever it is you're reading in particular, you just kind of get this one last fleeting glimpse of what may have happened or what did happen, or kind of to push you along so that you can kind of guess at what might have happened, and it's still this mystery that you're just like, oh my god, I got to put this down for a while. Like he's very good at that. That's one of probably his strongest talent as a writer of horror.
For sure.
Yeah.
So you've read his stuff too, Chris?
I've read a couple of his mangas, the short ones. One of his most popular, I for sure read. It was the Mystery of the Amagai Fault. I hope I pronounced that right. and that's the Enigma of the Amagai Fault. Yeah, and that's the the people who find these holes in the sides of mountains, and they're all shaped like human bodies, and all of a sudden
it's more than that too. It's more than that too, because you find out a little bit further on. I won't go too far, but the shapes of people that are in that fault are the exact same shape of the people that go there. Mm-hmm. Like if you go there, there's going to be one for you, and you're going to be drawn to it, and you won't be able to control it. And actually, in fact, there's a huge collection of them on Imager, and I've linked one in so you guys can check it out if you're interested. But like Chris, that was actually my first one. That was my first exposure.
That was my first one too. Yeah.
Hashtag same person. Hashtag twinning.
Yes. Yeah.
Wait, this is an actual mountain that really exists?
I'm not sure. I'd have to look into it, but it's not.
Well, it's based. I think he said it was based off something. I got to look more into it now. I think he said it was based off of something in reality, not like obviously like a side of a mountain that actually exposed body holes, but something like that. I can't remember. But yeah,
all of his work is based in a sense of reality, and I don't know exactly the name of it, but one of them is pertaining to walking down like these deep underground, these walkway, like they're like hallways and things that were used for like outdoor bathrooms, and that was his lifestyle when he was young. And you go down into this thing, underground, and it's super dark and kind of creepy. And I think it's one of his early works that he did, but he channels a lot of things that he's come across. So it's not like he's just making them up. Like he gets an inspiration from something and then puts it into a manga. So it's really visceral, and he puts a lot of attention into it, coming straight from his emotions from the things that influence him, and very raw, very interesting. I really love his content. So yeah, I definitely recommend it.
Hence why I'm still so extremely pissed at Konami, because we could have had a Silent Hill directed by Kojima, written by who are we talking about?
Junji Ito.
Name! Oh my god, his name just like farted out of my ear and it went. Junji Ito, and monsters designed by Guillermo del Toro. That would have been the pinnacle of Silent Hills, but no, we're not getting it now. I'm still pissed about that, but
Pull the lever.
That's me.
Wrong level.
Anything else you've been reading, Tim?
Oh, what is it? Yeah, let me load it up. A few things, actually. A guilty pleasure of mine has been called Nichijou. And it's super silly. It's like borderline philosophical without getting, without too much philosophizing. It's really just charming. It's silly. I tried watching the anime, actually, but it just doesn't translate. It's kind of one of those things for me. Some animes do it really well translating from the original source manga, but you have to be able to translate it in a way that makes the medium unique instead of just trying to, just copy it. Like, which is the problem with the Junji Ito collection, the Junji Ito anime. Like, you have an inherent speciality that Junji Ito puts into manga that you can't get anywhere else. So in order to not necessarily emulate it, you have to find a way to enhance it in motion, because there's an intensity to the page turn, there's an intensity to the single imagery, because there's so much put in a single imagery as opposed to relying on animations and things like that. So it's in the translation that the problem is. And while Nichijou's anime is still very funny and very charming, it loses some of the characterization and silliness that comes along with still images. And like, some things still work, like the fight between the principal and the deer. I'm sure you guys have all seen.
Oh my god.
It's the silliest thing in the world, but it's so good.
It's the best thing ever.
But like, there are plenty of I know there are plenty of points in the manga that just don't have the same impact in the anime. But yeah, I've been reading that one quite a bit. I've also started reading I Am a Hero. And
I Am a Hero.
That one's quite interesting. Garri.
I need a hero. Gary's all-time favorite song.
For the record, listeners, I have a problem with that song, but Garri has found a way so that whenever I go anywhere out in public, whether it's like a department store or whatever, that song is always playing on the radio. I don't know how he manages it, but I walk into a store, I need a hero. I hate it. Thanks, Garri. You've rigged my life.
You just think you hate it, but you love it.
He ruined my life as well. He's still threatening to fly a drone with a speaker system outside my bedroom window and blast that at 6:30 in the morning to wake me up.
Apart from that, it's been a little. I actually got a friend of mine who was here last week or so to get into Mob Psycho 100, and it's been great to watch that again. I absolutely adore Mob Psycho.
I'm gonna have to watch that. I just found out it's on Crunchyroll, so I'm gonna have to watch it sometime.
So good.
Does Crunchyroll have the dub?
I don't know. I'm gonna guess sub.
Yeah, I watched the sub on Crunchyroll when it was still when it was simulcasting it, and I like the sub. I'm a big fan of subs just in general. I prefer the subs if I can. The dub has to be really, really good, and I haven't watched the dub of Mob Psycho 100 yet.
You are in for a treat. You are in for a treat, man. Man. You know where One Punch Man did not have a very good dub.
Mm-hmm.
I was not a fan at all.
Don't say very good dub. You'll get everyone pissed off. You'll be like, oh no, Tim, no dub's just good. No.
That's if people have a different opinion, that's fine. But I found the One Punch Man dub very lackadaisical. It lost a lot of the energy from everything, and everyone just sounds so blasé, and it's awful. So if you really want to get a pure, good, unadulterated version of One Punch, do the sub, because the sub is fantastic. Mob Psycho, however, I haven't gone and listened to... I haven't watched the sub of Mob Psycho, so I can't make a conjecture, but the dub is wonderful. In particular, the part that I love is Reagan. I love Reagan. And he has such a crooked, warm-hearted sort of persona. And the voice actor, I don't know who the voice actor is, but pretty much my vote for president. He does such a great job of embodying all of it. It's so good. And even Mob himself, he hits those tones really well. Like he's very low key, very calm. He tries to keep himself passive because he's very afraid of his powers, what he can do with them. So it comes across with the dubbing. His voice actor, very good. But all of them, even the side characters, are great. I would put it up on the same level of quality as you'd find in like My Hero Academia's dub. It's also a very good dub. So I recommend that for sure.
Yeah, I watched the Mob Psycho 100 dubbed, and it's very well done. Yeah, Mob's voice actor plays his character perfectly. Like he's just so monotone, and he's just like, "Yes, master, I'll do whatever you want."
But it's not empty.
Why didn't you help
right?
me fight?
But it's not
it's
empty
just the way
either.
he talks. Huh?
It's not. He doesn't sound empty either, which is great.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, you just said you love dub, so it's been a great anime podcast, but I guess there'll be no two.
We broke a cardinal rule.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Hey.
I like the Dragon Ball Z dub over the subs. Whatever going to do.
Hashtag.
And I
Hashtag
like the
Greeks.
Yu-Gi-Oh dub. Mainly the
I
Little
bet.
Karibo version, but that's because Little Karibo's amazing.
As much as I love the Seiyu that does Goku, Sean Shamel as Goku is just one of a kind, man. I mean, and Chris Sabat as Vegeta. I mean, they're just fucking glorious.
I'm still sad that the next episode of Team 4 Star is going to be their last one.
Where are they done? Did they just stop at the end of Boo, or what? Where are they?
They're stopping at the end of the Cell Saga. They're stopping when, Gohan beats Cell.
My heart.
Yeah. At least that's what the rumour is. Supposedly one of the Twitter guys posted it. Was it now? Kaiser Neko, the editor of the show, posted that they're going to be stopping soon. So, they just don't make any money from it. That's the problem. They make all their money from everything else. And as they've got a studio to run, because they've got their own studio now. Because they all work in like an office. They got to make sure they make enough. Yeah, as much as they want to keep doing it, probably they got to find a way to make money to pay for the office to make shows.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
It's too bad.
So yeah, but yeah, sorry about that. I just wanted to bring that up.
Now I'm sad. Thanks, Ben.
All right. So what? Anything else, Tim?
No, I mean a few things here and there. Actually, I think this would be a good time to talk about the deal that we made with Garri and how we haven't followed through with it.
But Tim, you never have trouble following through with Garri.
Aw, he's so easy. But we made a deal because we really wanted Garri to go see Cowboy Bebop because, we've been preaching about it and it's a classic and it's almost a necessity. And he hadn't seen it yet, so
I don't think I've seen it yet.
I think Garri might tell you differently than us, but we're very fond of it.
Yes.
Let me check Crunchyroll, the only service in England.
I think it has it on there.
Yeah, it has it.
I don't know if they have the dub, though, which is also super, super stellar.
Yes.
A fantastic dub.
All I know is now I've got my shows for next week. I will have Mob Psycho and this watched. I've always
Alright.
wanted to
Bebop
watch
and
Overlord, but I can't watch past the first
Cowboy
one.
Psycho.
No? I've been thinking about that one. Tell me about it. What was it about the first one that killed it for you?
Well, no, it's just the fact that the first one starts off like, the servers are not dying, and that just reminds me of like Fantasy 11. And then I just get a bit too sad to keep watching. Even though I know the rest of it is nothing to do with that. It's just, I don't know, it hits me too hard, personally. I know that sounds weird, but it does.
I can respect that.
Can you guys hear me?
No, I can.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. What the hell?
He's been raging in the corner this entire time.
Yeah, I think Skype just kept you from raging at us. But what we ended up doing is we made a deal with Garri. He would watch 2 animes of our suggestion, and we would watch 2 of his. And our suggestions were Cowboy Bebop, which he wasn't super fond of, and Mob Psycho 100, which he was a fan of. And for us, we have to watch Hellsing, the original Hellsing content, the first 13 episodes that, by the way, aren't amazing. They have their high points, but they're very just messy and ends awfully. And then we also have Hellsing Ultimate, Unlimited? Ultimate.
Yep. Hellsing Ultimate.
To watch.
Oh, I've got an idea. Could we set that for... Oh, we could do that as part of this anime podcast. I just thought of that on the fly. Okay.
Let's do it.
What we can do is assign one person... one person assigns someone else an anime. So, I assign maybe Chris. Chris, you assign me. Tim, you assign Garri. And Garri assign Tim. And then we have to watch it. Or at least put effort into watching it for next week's.
We have to have some ground rules, though. You can't be like, hey, Garri, by the end of next week, watch 800 episodes of One Piece and catch up.
I was thinking watching a season.
That's what I was going to do, Garri.
I think in that regard, we might need to make a safe word if we're going to really be doing this.
I don't think you physically can watch 800 episodes in a week.
Dude, I'm sure Ben could do it. Ben doesn't sleep.
Like I said,
I don't think like, time-wise there isn't enough time in the day.
You set a challenge.
Here's what Ben will take that on. An easy way to do that, though, seriously, when it comes to One Piece, Bleach, or Naruto, go read the manga. Just read the manga. Fuck the filler. Go read the manga, and if there's a fight scene that you really want to see animated, go watch the animated fight scene. Other than that, just read the manga and you'll be good.
I haven't looked this up myself, but I've heard there's a fan-made One Piece Kai on YouTube. Or wherever it is, somewhere, where it's just like all the best bits cut together and the rest of it cut down. I'm going to have to look it up. I heard about it somewhere where it's just like, all of it compressed. Like an abridged version, but not a joke.
May I make a confession about One Piece?
What's that?
The one reason I've always been kind of curious.
The one reason,
just because it's building. I have one piece of reasoning. The one thing that's really gotten me interested, because I go back to this YouTuber Super Eye Patch Wolf. I really love his content. I really recommend it. But he had this video on One Piece and why you should watch. He does a lot of anime stuff, and he talked about this character. I don't remember his name because I am the worst with names. But this character is a grown man, and he has a pacifier in his mouth, a short shirt, and he wears a diaper.
Mr. Pink, yes.
Yes, thank you.
Love Mr.
And
Pink.
What really got me interested, because he led into it by saying every single character in One Piece is made legitimate. Like they're made real. They are made real. They're not just there to be, filler or fodder or whatever. They're created. And they're given a history and a circumstance and things like that. And I don't want to spoil it because, one, you can always watch it and look it up elsewhere, but I don't want to be the person who does that.
It is a fairly new storyline, so yeah, you probably don't want
to.
So everyone like the idea of setting aside an anime to each as a challenge?
Would it be out of bounds to recommend manga as well?
Yeah, sure. As long as no, because you'd have to purchase it.
Yeah, I can't afford to buy those mangas, man.
I think we all have access to anime, so I think that'd be an easier way.
The anime would be easier.
To do it. We could do it a 4-way too. Like Ben could get behind me, I'll be behind Tim, Tim will be behind Garri, and Garri will reach around to Ben, and we could do the anime that way too.
I gotta tell you, there's gonna be something satisfying about being behind Garri.
There's something satisfying about being in front of Garri too.
I'm just a satisfying person.
Oh. Well, anyway, I'm picking Chris as my first.
Hot.
Yes.
I want to say the Devil May Cry anime.
Ooh, you know, Ben,
Ooh,
I started that. I watched the first episode. I have not gone back to it yet, so I will take you up on that.
There's a reason you didn't go back to it.
Okay.
All right, Ben, I got one for you then.
All
Since you have Crunchyroll and I know it's on there, Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid.
Oh my god!
Okay, you're gonna have to send me that as a message with the full name.
Oh my god.
Tim.
I love this because this is one of those things that's gotten Garri so hot under the collar lately. I'm so excited. Oh god. Okay, I'm good.
I already know what Chris is going to recommend to me, and I'm going to refuse to do it. So,
Well, Chris it's Tim and Garri that have to recommend to each other.
well, Tim hasn't watched what I told him to watch already. So
Well, recommend that again.
Garri, I did half, Garri, one at a time.
And I did all.
Because Garri does it
Well,
all.
to be fair, Garri, you have a work environment that acclimates to such demand.
Oh, jeez.
Yes.
Hashtag just saying.
Let's see.
Look.
Yeah, you can feel him giving it to you through the headset.
Oh.
So what was it called again?
Let me share it in the Skype chat.
Yeah, so everybody can see it. Oh, I thought you guys said Slack.
Skype. Speaking of Slack, we should make a Slack channel for all of us.
Okay, so I go watch. That was really nice of you. Now you've given me.
He gave
It's
you
a great show. It is not. It is not. It is an adorable. It is an adorable show
with
about
animals.
A woman who gets a live-in dragon maid. She serves as Kobayashi's maid, but she's a dragon and she can assume human form, but she can't get rid of her horns or her tail. So her excuse is she's just in a perpetual state of cosplay.
Oh,
And it is the most
it's very
adorable.
cute as well.
It's so charming. It is so goddamn adorable. The anime is so perfectly well done, and she has a bunch of other dragon friends, and they get into shenanigans, and there's this lighthearted, like, lovey-crushy stuff. It's just so cute. It's a feel-good anime, Ben. You'll watch it, and you'll feel all warm and cuddly, and you'll be able to sleep nice for a week.
Hold on. Do we have to finish the whole thing?
Yes.
That's why I said no, you only have to finish the whole thing if it's one season and if it's a short season. If it's not a one season and it's a ridiculously long like One Piece, then no, just watch. I'd say 5 episodes.
That's a good group. That's a good. I like that. That's a good group.
Yeah, but it's hard to find shows like that. I haven't seen too many of those types.
We've just done 2. Devil May Cry is only 13 and Hot Dragon's Maid's only 14.
All right, Tim, force me to watch some doo-doo, please.
Okay, so I have a couple things. I had to go look at my watch list and things that I've watched, and I am a little worried because I feel like you have watched way more than I have. Okay. I don't know if you have access to this. This might be rough. Are you familiar with the anime Ghost Stories?
Yes.
Have you seen it?
I've seen some of it, yeah.
You've seen the dub?
Yes.
Or have you... Okay, because the dub is worth watching. The dub is hilarious.
Oh god, the more you say that, the more trouble we'll get in with anime fans.
There's a reason.
I watched what was on Netflix, which wasn't the entire thing. I think they only had like 3 episodes on Netflix.
Okay. And the reason because this isn't a standard case, Ben. Ghost Stories in the sub is, how the anime was created. It's just a basic Ghost Stories thing with a bunch of kids, going through schools and things. But the dub is basically following that storyline, but it has creative freedom put into the dialogue. So there's just a bunch of crazy tongue-in-cheek things thrown in just for funny bits and whatever. It's very funny. It's very crude, very subtle in it too, and it does a really good job of like continuing the storyline while making it its own thing. So you're not going to get the same experience at all, not just because of the language thing, but because of the way it's written. You're not going to get the same experience with Ghost Stories in dub as you would in the sub, because the dub of Ghost Stories is hilarious. Oh my god, it really takes away from like the intensity that's supposed to be there and just makes it very tongue-in-cheek and silly, and they make fun of each other, and it's hilarious. Nice. But I don't know if you'd have access to that, Gary, because I think this is on.
Out.
Gary will get access one way or another. He's really good at getting access.
He just slips in.
It looks like it's on Crunchyroll. Sorry, going through my...
Please sponsor us. It's called Ghost Stories, right? Yes.
Ghost Stories, yes.
I think I found it.
Okay.
There's episode 1 night. Oh, it's dubbed as well.
Yep. Okay, so the dub is what I'd want you to watch, just because the dub is...
there's a lot of episodes. Oh, no,
it is
20.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god,
that's
there's loads of episodes that realise that the next 20 are the sub versions. It just repeats itself.
But if you don't have access to it, Gary, I'll give you something else.
I'm looking, hold on.
Well, if you got Crunchyroll...
Yes, Funimation for sure. Please sponsor us.
And Funimation too.
They're gonna charge us $0.25 for every time they say their name now. We say their name.
Because there's something that I really want Gary to watch, but I know he won't like it because I don't know exactly that he won't, but I don't know how much he is.
I have one I want Gary to watch, but I know he won't.
I already know what it is, and it's not that I don't; it's that I refuse.
You fucking suck, man.
I don't know how much you're into sentimental stuff, Gary. So I don't really want to make this recommendation if you wouldn't.
Yeah, it doesn't look like I can't watch it. It's only on Crunchyroll. It's
okay.
not on Funimation.
Let me see. I would recommend Shangri-La, but I don't think you like that either. This Is My Life. I think you've seen... that's on...
Oh, it's
Gary,
not about liking, dude. It's not about liking.
Well, that's my thing also. I'm looking at animes here, and I'm seeing a lot of them that I've been watching are on Crunchyroll, not on Funimation. So this is kind of killing me. Let me see. What are you on?
Well, Funimation and Crunchyroll are one and the same now, so I don't think it really matters.
There's always Kaijo you could watch. If anybody knows the name Kaijo.
Kujo?
All I know is I really can't wait for my...
Is that the Boob Warriors one?
It's the ass warrior one, isn't it?
It is. I haven't gotten the self-deprecating mentality to go watch it.
Yeah,
but...
Shangri-La is on Funimation, so I can watch it.
Okay. I'm really into it. I think it might be a little slow, but yeah. Let's do that. I think Shangri-La. I really like it for a lot of reasons. So that's my recommendation for you.
By the way, when I drop this podcast tonight, I'm going to put a 48-hour Crunchyroll subscription into the description. So please look forward to it.
So people watch. I like it.
Shit, it's 24 episodes? My god, man.
Dude, I have to watch Hellsing.
Gary, you could do 24 episodes in like 2 days.
You have to watch Hellsing? Tim, it's 6 episodes.
Each one is the length of 5.
Yeah, they're like an hour and a half.
Wait, yeah. No, but to fair though...
It's a standard anime.
Tim, does that mean like...
Tim, wait, so I don't get to pick one for you? That's not fair.
Wait,
Tim,
no, that's not...
Pick one for Tim.
You get to pick one for Tim. And by the way, you said each episode of Hellsing's an hour and a half. Does that mean like the intro is like 30 minutes.
No.
Each song is by Dream Theater.
Hellsing Ultimate is OVAs, so they're essentially movies.
Okay.
Yeah, so Ultimate is
So what you
phenomenal.
said it's an hour then?
God damn
The
it.
intro is just a musical.
God
Funimation, the musical.
dang it.
So what's your recommendation for Tim, Gary? On top of Hellsing Ultimate now.
Besides a flying leap.
Let me see here.
I was going to recommend Ergo Proxy. I feel like he's seen...
Where are the shows that I have watched? Let me see here.
Wait, the Persona
What shows
5
haven't
anime.
you watched?
Shh. Let me see here.
Gary, say Rin.
The whole of Bleach.
I may just make you
Oh,
watch a
God.
stupid show that I haven't even watched yet.
Do it, because I can't wait for Tim to agree with me.
Ben, if I had to watch all of Bleach, I would probably just jump off my roof.
I actually have a full-size... By the way, you know that I have a full-size version of his sword, right?
No.
I got it. I have his Bankai, a
I have
full size version of his Bankai.
His normal... his normal sword. His normal
the big fucking meat cleaver looking thing.
Yeah, I've got that. It's bigger than me. It's 5'5".
Hell yeah.
Well, that's
Okay.
with you lying down, right?
That's with him curled. That's with him curled up in the fetal position.
No, lying down.
Remember, I'm only,
Chris.
I'm only 5'4" in real life.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tim,
Still love you. Yeah?
this is the first season, because season 2 is not out yet. I want you to watch Drifters.
Ooh,
Ooh.
you gave him a good one.
I gave him a good one.
That's really nice of you. What's wrong?
It's from the same studio that did Hellsing. It's their new project.
That's
Yes,
what you do to me.
I love it.
Okay, let me see.
No, Drifters is about characters who randomly, as they die, get transported to a new world, and they're like in the perpetual state of battle in this.
Holy
new world.
shit, the animation is sick.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll watch the shit out of this. All right.
It's only one season so far. They're working on season 2, and it's awesome. Nobunaga Oda is in this anime, and he's fucking hilarious.
Oh, do you recommend the dub or the sub then? What do you want me to watch?
I want you to watch the dub. The dub is actually pretty good.
Okay. Cool.
And I think it's, 12 episodes?
For 12. Yeah.
12 episodes.
And then I can use that on top of my Helsing thing.
It has awesome fights in it. Like, really
Oh,
awesome.
this looking at the thumbs for this are just gorgeous. I can't wait.
Oh.
So is that
gonna be
it for
fun.
this? For our first week's episode of the anime podcast that we haven't named yet, we'll probably give it a name faster than we gave the Dragon Ball podcast.
I like the unnamed anime podcast.
I want to call
think
it
that has a nice
Crunchyroll,
ring to
please
it.
sub us.
Yes.
Oh, is that the whole episode? I'm having so much fun, though.
How long have we been going? It feels like we haven't even gone for that long. How long has it been already?
It's been an hour.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Damn it.
And
Yeah,
I want to
we
keep
like to
going,
go-
but I feel like if we keep going, then we'll just not have anything for next week.
No,
And
we
if
will.
wanna make this a weekly thing.
We now have shows to watch that we can talk about.
That's true.
Yeah, this is great.
But I feel like we should bring some of this stuff for next week because I'm looking forward to more animes. My Krillin's back. He's level 471.
Oh my.
Go out and train some more, Krillin.
Oh my god, I'm so excited for this. Gary, thank you. This is a great recommendation. Now I don't feel bad for mine because I really like it, but
I really can't wait for mine as well because that looks really fun. And I like those little animes, so thank you, Chris.
It's so cute. Yes, you're welcome.
Sorry I picked a really shitty one for you.
No, I've been looking for a reason
Right.
to finish it. Even whether it's good or not, I've been looking for a reason to finish it, and now I do.
Well, to be fair, though, I wouldn't say it's really shitty. I kind of liked it. I've got it on DVD.
Nice.
I thought Neil said that it was pretty good too.
Yeah, it's not
What is it?
the best. The Devil May Cry.
I did not like that anime at all.
Yeah,
We can talk about it next week when he watches it.
Gary has a tendency not to like any animes, so.
Oh my god!
Whether they're
No,
good
I
or
didn't
not.
like the Devil May Cry anime because you can't see what the hell is going on during the fight scenes. The camera
I
cuts are
respect
terrible.
But we'll find out next week on the anime podcast.
With half an hour intro.
Oh, we need an intro. Da 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 da.
Gary hates all anime. Gary hates all anime.
Now that's a good name for the podcast. Gary hates all anime.
I hate all games. I hate all anime. Is there anything I like to you people?
I don't know. You tell me. You hate everything.
Okay, I hate the shitty anime you want me to watch. That's what I hate.
I feel like Shangri-La is going to end up in there, Gary. I'm really going to be sad, but I feel like it's going to end up
that I hate.
I feel like you're just not going to... Not hate it, I don't think, but we'll see. I won't...
I have to stop watching Steins Gate. Now I'm sad.
It's fine.
Steins Gate is so good.
You're so
And until next week, we've confirmed stuff. So enjoy, and we look forward to sharing our opinions on what we've watched this week.
Wait. Before we go, can I talk about Super for a second?
Yeah, sure. I mean...
1 second.
God damn it. No, I just read, I actually read a little bit of the manga that just came out. And they changed some stuff with Frost and Frieza, which I thought was pretty cool.
yeah, I think I've read it.
Yeah, apparently Frost knocks out like doubled the amount of people that he knocked out in the anime. I think he also knocked out Krillin and Tien, if I remember reading it.
Yeah, he knocked out
correctly.
Krillin and Tien, and he nearly knocked out Roshi.
Yeah, and Frieza helped him do it all, actually. And Frieza doesn't actually show him, like, oh, hey, here's my big buff form. And then, Frost did it too. He essentially just, like, Frost knocked somebody off, and Frieza just came up behind him and just pushed him off. He just shoved him off the thing. I thought that was pretty great. Yeah, and I guess Frost doesn't lose his shit. He doesn't try to attack the stadium, so he's still in the audience, just chilling. Yeah. He actually understands why Frieza did it, and he's like, oh, I had a feeling this was going to happen. Yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. I thought it was a pretty cool change that they did.
I agree.
We'll see what other changes they bring in the manga.
By the way, while we're talking about Dragon Ball news, make sure you, if you play Dokkan Battle, to grind your Raditzes, so you can get an SA-10 fully unlocked Raditz.
And awaken him, because his super is an AoE, and now everybody can have an AoE during the dumbass grind that is World Tournament.
Which has become even more of a dumbass grind if you've looked at the Japanese stats, where you need 30 million points just to reach the top 20,000.
Ew.
It's just
that's just stupid. They need to just get rid of the World Tournament completely.
Preach.
But a cool thing they added to the World Tournament in Japan is now you get 2 different summon tickets. So the Dragon Ball summon tickets are gone. You now get regular SSR summons. So you pretty much summon regular SSRs from like Dokkan summons that you would normally do. And there's also the World Tournament summon. So there's 2 different summon pools now. They essentially just got rid of the Dragon Ball.
No, I think the Dragon Ball's still there.
Replaced it with... Is it?
Yeah.
There's 3 different tickets you get?
Yeah, because people complained with the last World Tournament in Japan. Because in the last World Tournament in Japan, they got rid of all non-tournament SSRs from the pool.
Oh, okay.
You could only get SSRs from the tournament in a banner.
Okay.
And now what they've done is they've made the SSR with everything, and the SSR with tournament, and of course the Dragon Ball.
Damn. Okay.
At least
so that was a
anyway,
positive
I haven't
thing they changed.
checked.
So.
I'm sure they'll find a way to shaft global, but
To be fair, though, we've had the rates seem really low, But for Japan, the ticket rates were really low as well. So, but we've had more tickets than Japan for the 1,000 day celebration. So
No, sure, but the polls are trash.
yeah, but the pools were trash for Japan as well. So
Trash, sweet trash.
so
This
it's
is true, but
as much
well,
as
they're not trash for you, Ben.
Well, I've only
Mr. SSR over here.
got 2.
Doken SSRs. 2 Doken SSR.
Yeah, but they weren't exactly good ones.
I guess I did get a SS4 Vegeta.
There you go. See,
I don't-
that's a good one.
Super Vegito
Yes.
is still pretty relevant, man. I don't care what anybody says.
Straight up. On the right team, most definitely.
Yeah, on the
He's
Super
good.
Vegito team, which I haven't pulled. I,
Well, you can't have both of them. He's still good on a agility team.
yeah, but Chille's not that good.
Actually, there are some characters that aren't in this poll, I noticed. The Vegito's not there, the Super Vegito.
Yeah,
Ultimate Gohan is not there.
any
That's-
categories on there?
Huh?
No categories are in it.
Yeah. It's bullshit.
It's only the 120
That's
cent leads.
Yeah, I really wanted another Omega Shenron, and I was like, wait, Omega Shenron's not in here. The physical one.
Yeah,
I really wanted another Super 17 really badly, actually.
I wanted my first Goku Angel, and I wanted my first 17, and I wanted my first Super Janemba, and I wanted my first Cooler.
Wait, Super Janemba's in there?
Yeah, Super Janemba's in here.
Yeah.
Oh, cooler.
I
Just
only
one
need
more to
one.
max.
Oh my god, dude, you're such an asshole.
You know what I
So
need?
good.
I need one more to have him.
I'm sorry, Ben.
I just want something new.
You're not the only one.
I'm tired of pulling the same shit that I already have. I swear to God, if I pull another Buhan, I'm gonna kill somebody. I have six Buhans, dude.
At
Plus
least
my
you
Rainbow
guys have
Card.
category leads. You bastards.
That's true. That's true.
I haven't pulled
They need
a
to be
single
thinking about
category
something
lead that's
like,
any good, really. I know Kefla will be eventually because of the Ultra Goku, but yeah, because of it, the Dokkan in
Well-
a few months. But,
Well, she's technically a category read now.
yeah, but
There's like
So
Toro.
good.
so is he. But who wants to run them?
I think the
He-
Majin Buu category right now is the best one. I'm
yeah,
sorry
I
to
want
say.
that one because
God
they
damn.
can run. I can run 2 LRs in that category.
Yeah, I'd say. I
I
want to
could
run
run-
2 ORs. What the hell, man?
I could run.
Oh wait, I don't have them.
Well, you know, you can have one of my LRs for 1 category lead.
I would trade
I'll
you
take Gohan.
my Super Vegito for your Majin Vegeta, like straight up style. Like, no question. You can have it.
The sad part is I think he's the one that runs in that team.
God damn it.
The physical Super Vegito is fantastic the longer the fight goes on.
Yeah.
He becomes more powerful as the fight goes on. So.
We all know that everyone's just waiting for that tech Vegito because he's broken.
Filthy.
Yeah, so was Rose, SDR Rose.
I honestly want Rose more than Vegito.
Well, because villains are better cards anyway. So
Yeah. And I just maxed out my SS3 Broly. What? Straight up?
Nice.
I could max my
Okay.
Samasu if I could bother leveling his super attack up.
Oh, he's so good, dude. I love him.
I'll have all his paths open, so
He's so filthy.
I don't have any pads open with him because I have only pulled him once.
but it's okay. I still haven't pulled Rose.
He'll probably pull the better
man.
Rose.
Yeah,
So it's okay.
but I have won that blue Rose though. Yeah, the agility Rose.
If you get the
Good,
strength
but
one,
he's
though,
going to be
don't
obsolete once the STR one comes
Yeah, that's
out.
when I'll pull him.
You want the obsolete unit?
No, my luck. That's how I'm with Vegito units. I didn't pull Super Saiyan the Super Saiyan Vegito until Blue came out, and then I didn't pull Blue until LL came out. So yeah, no, my luck. I'll pull the normal Rose when the new Rose comes out.
Still a good card. Like on an agility team, yeah, it's great. And it links. It doesn't really matter which one it is because they both link with Zamasu really well. With your Zamasu being maxed out, He'll hit for
Yeah.
1,000,004 regularly. He's great.
Well, let's just tell people what's coming up then, if you guys want.
Yeah.
So I believe after the first part of the 1,000-day ticket banner, part 2 is going to feature LR Bojack. Is going to be summoned. And I also believe Extreme Z Awakening for STR Brawley is coming.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much a guaranteed now, since his super
I need that.
already has the information for level 14 super attack. And also the next Dokkan card, Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, because there aren't enough cards of him.
But I will be throwing all my money at that. Imagine how dirty my team will be.
Yeah, he's got a good category. It's Super Saiyan 3 category leader.
No, I don't care about the category. I care about his passive.
What is his passive?
All units gain attack plus 40% when you're under 70% health.
Are you ever under that health, Ben? Come on, let's be honest.
Imagine what Gohan can do when I get hit like that, though.
Oh my god.
Another 40% for Gohan. Yes, please.
I still can't believe you have him. It's filthy, man.
He is dirty.
So yeah, those are coming, and then after that should be the big... Actually, no. Next month is the 3rd-year anniversary for us on Global,
Okay.
so who the fuck knows what's going to happen
It
there.
should be LR Gogeta and Vegito.
That's what Japan got, but we still haven't gotten Rose and Vegito Blue.
They'll probably switch them around, maybe.
I don't want that to be the 3rd year celebration. I don't want those LRs because they're LRs and they're impossible to pull.
Well, they're Dokkan Festival cards, so they'd have a higher chance. They have
I
the
guess
same
so.
banner rates as a normal banner card.
We'll see, Ben. We'll see.
But,
This is global. This is global.
But to be fair, even if you don't pull them, they had some really good cards in that banner. I mean, I'm looking at that intelligent. I want that intelligence Gogeta again. Yeah, for a dupe.
I just want him. I don't have him.
People worked out though that when Strength Gogeta gets his easy A, he'll be stronger than intelligence.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I want that Frieza to come to us now.
Oh, that
Right
new
now.
Frieza is beautiful.
He's so sexy. One more for me on him, and he'll be rainbowed.
But yeah, so we've got
Really?
quite a few things coming to Dokkan Battle, and if you're an Android user, over the last weekend there was a beta run-in called for Dragon Ball Legends, and it's a new 3v3 1v1 fighting game. By the way, what I mean by 3v3 is basically you've got a team of 3, but you're fighting in 1v1 matches. You can switch out anytime you want by clicking the character at the side. You've got cards which you can use to attack the opponent. You've got your strike cards, you've got key blast cards, you've got special cards. Special cards will activate the character's unique abilities. So, Charlotte, which is the new Saiyan, his special ability is the fact that he'll heal himself. Yamcha's will be he does more key blast damage. Krillin's, if I'm rightly, lowers the cost of strike cards, which is the red cards, so the key usage is lower. I won't go into too much detail because it is unreleased, but you've got your story mode, which was, to be fair, was fun, but I'm going to spoil the story right now here because we only saw one chapter, so it's not really going to spoil much. I kind of hate what they've done with it in a way. At least what we've seen of it. Because we all know how powerful the Super Dragon Balls are, right?
Yes.
Right? We all know how powerful and rare those are, correct?
C.
Tin? Chris?
Yes.
Generally. I mean, I had a whole tournament for it, but yeah.
Yeah, in the game, somehow King Kai has his hands on them and is now controlling time and space to set up a tournament.
What the hell?
How? How? Is he that pissed with Goku that he's done this out of spite? Yeah, Goku still hasn't revived the guy.
You haven't
he is
revived me.
King Kai. He is King Kai. So there has to be something. Maybe he just nobody knows. Like he's actually like the most powerful being ever across all universes, and nobody knows.
To be fair, he did make the Kaioken.
That's win.
Anyway, okay, the game is fun. You've got PvP matches with real-time PvP, which I've had some lag, but so far it's been quite a bit of fun. But again, this is closed beta, so chances are it'll improve for release, or it could get worse when more people start playing it. The closed beta was limited to 30,000 players. No, 10,000 players. But because it's Android, it kind of leaked. Because Android is like that, and you can't really release anything on Android without it leaking if you're not smart enough to block it. Which Bandai obviously was not smart enough to block it. You can do training to train your characters. Your characters can reach, from what I can tell, I can't say this personally yet because I've only played the beta. Max level is 999, but you have caps. Your first cap is 99. Then you have to fill in the skill board, and then once you've filled in the skill board enough, you can boost him from 99 to 499, which is a massive jump right there. And then once you've done the skill board again, you can 499 to 9999 stats. Skill board gives you like bonus key blasts, strike attacks, and bonuses in your skills. So the more you fill out, the stronger you get. For me, it makes me the issue of how PvP is going to balance, because you're going to have people that have grinded a shit ton and therefore have like 999 max level skill board characters faster than some other people, so they're going to have the major advantage in tournaments. Tournaments, you get coins which you can use to purchase training items, limit breaking items, and every time you rank up in the tournament, you get the paid currency, which is Chrono Crystals, which you can use to summon, which right now is 100 per character, with 1,000 being the multi-summon. But again, this is beta. Things could be changed for final release. Every day you'll get a discounted summon, where it'll cost you 20 instead of 100 Chrono Crystals for one summon. Again, this is beta. Final can change for the final release. We don't know if this will be the same in the release, or if it's just the beta. Considering the fact that the beta summon banner is the pre-release banner, chances are it'll be this discount for release for however long the banner is. And you can also invite your friends and do casual matches against your friend in PvP also. So if you want to fight against your friend, I don't have friends, so I couldn't test to see if it works properly.
I know that feeling.
But yeah, there is a friend system built into it. So, but yeah, the story wasn't too bad, and there's an event right now where you have to farm Raditz, just like in Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle. Once you've beaten Raditz, you get Super Saiyan Goku card, and you also get an Extreme Raditz card, and if you log in, you get a General Tao card as well. So it's been fun, and I'm looking forward to the next closed beta, which should be in the next couple of weeks, and I've heard the release for the full game is in June. But again, this could be subject to change. Please look forward to it.
Junie Rooney.
We've already, I think we got almost enough for 2 multi-summons in 3 crystals coming from the pre-release stuff. So yeah, please look forward to the really bad pulls because of all the free crystals.
We might have a friend pretty soon, because I've had it on my phone. I just haven't tried it yet. I'll give it a shot. Sounds pretty cool from what you're talking about it.
Ends tomorrow?
Yeah, it's tomorrow.
Oh, no shit.
Anyway, I think we should end here, because we tried to end earlier, but we didn't. So,
sorry, I kind of stopped us from doing that.
That's fine. Until next week, please look forward to our opinions on anime. And remember, I will be putting a Crunchyroll 48-hour subscription in the description, so if you want to use it, please use it. And I look forward to here in
Wait,
comments.
Is it a one-time use or?
Yeah, it's a one-time use, so whoever gets to it first gets it.
Oh, snap, crackle, and pop.
You're not eligible, Gary. You're part of the show.
God damn it.
So until then, have a good week, and we'll see you all next Sunday.
Woo.